Every day we are bombarded with images and messages telling us that happiness is the ultimate goal we should achieve in life. Social media, movies, advertisements all seem to suggest that being happy is the only path to personal fulfillment. But where does this idea come from? Why has happiness become synonymous with success? In modern culture, happiness is sold as a product. You see pictures of people smiling, traveling, achieving dreams, and this creates pressure. It feels like, if you're not living that way, something must be wrong with you. However, the happiness portrayed in these images is often superficial, an idealized version that doesn't reflect reality. From a young age, we are taught to believe that the ultimate goal of our lives should be to reach this permanent state of happiness. Whether at school, at work, or in our relationships, the idea that we should always be happy permeates our way of living. The message is clear. If you're not happy, you're doing something wrong. But happiness, like all emotion, is temporary. It comes and goes. The problem is that by treating it as a permanent state to be achieved, we create unrealistic expectations. This constant pursuit can leave us more frustrated than fulfilled. When happiness becomes a goal to be achieved, we start measuring the value of our lives by how happy we feel in every moment. This creates a trap. The more we chase happiness, the more it seems to slip away. We live in a cycle of expectations that don't always match reality. This constant pursuit of happiness can have deep consequences. The comparison with others, especially on social media, increases the feeling that we are not doing enough. We see perfect lives without knowing what happens behind the scenes, and this generates anxiety and dissatisfaction. We're always waiting for that big moment that will finally bring lasting happiness. But what if, instead of focusing so much on being happy, we're ignoring other essential emotions? Life is made up of a wide range of experiences, and not all of them are joyful. Sadness, frustration, doubt. These emotions also play an important role. They teach us, help us grow, and often connect us more deeply with ourselves. By limiting our vision of life solely to the desire to be happy, we may be missing opportunities to live fully. By embracing the complexity of emotions, we start to realize that the value of life is not just about being happy all the time. After all, it is in moments of challenge that we often find the most meaning. What if happiness is not the only measure of a well-lived life? Perhaps instead of constantly striving to be happy, we can begin to see value in all the emotions we experience. Life is, after all, a mosaic of experiences, and each emotion brings its own richness. There is something liberating in accepting that we don't always need to be happy. By stopping the chase for this unattainable ideal, we create space for a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. Moments of sadness or doubt, for example, can lead to reflections that shape our worldview. They teach us resilience and help us find purpose in our actions. The idea that we need to be happy all the time places immense pressure on us. This pressure not only disconnects us from other emotions, but also prevents us from appreciating the present as it is, with all its complexity. Perhaps the secret to a full life is simply accepting the moment, whether it is joyful or painful. Living a full life can mean embracing the unknown and the imperfect, accepting that instead of pursuing a permanent state of happiness, we can find meaning in other things, in our relationships, in our work, or even in the small victories of daily life. It's possible that true fulfillment lies in accepting the impermanence of emotions, and in doing so, freeing ourselves from the constant need to be happy. Throughout life, happiness is a companion, but not the only one. Perhaps by stopping the chase for it as an ultimate goal, we can discover something deeper, the meaning of a full life with all its nuances. When we accept the totality of emotions, we learn that each of them has its value and that life is made up of ups and downs. It's not about rejecting happiness, but recognizing that it is just one part of what makes us human. The unrealistic expectations we place on ourselves and others regarding happiness can be a burden. By letting go of that pressure, we open up space to live a more authentic and meaningful life, regardless of the emotions we experience. So, the answer to the question, do you really need to be happy, might be simpler than we think. No, you don't need to be happy all the time. The true richness of life lies in accepting all the emotions it brings without turning them into unattainable goals. By doing so, we find a more genuine balance where every moment, happy or not, has its own value. What do you think? Are we pursuing happiness in the right way? Or should we reconsider what it means to live fully? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue this reflection together. If you enjoyed this video and the reflection we made together, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content that questions and explores life's big questions. Like and share with someone who might relate to this idea that life doesn't have to be only about being happy, but about living fully.